Let's talk about commitment. Commitment in a lot of things. Commitment in relationships, commitment with ourselves. Let's talk about that. For those who are new here, my name is Bianca. I go by the name of Honeybee. I come on here to speak about spirituality, creativity, honesty, integrity, a little bit of loyalty, but mainly who we are as people. And in this video, I definitely want to talk about something that ruffles some feathers, even in myself. And I'd say that is commitment. But when I look into the word commitment, and I think if we give ourselves the time to actually analyze and just break down the word itself, there's beauty in it. Because the word commitment is not just about one person, about committing to one person. It's also about committing to ourselves. And what does commitment look like to ourselves? What does commitment look like to our career, our opportunity, our body goals, to our growth in life? What does it feel like to commit to something, even when we are not, even when we don't feel like it? I think for me, this is one of the biggest, greatest challenges, but rewards as well, because when you are doing self-development and self-evaluation, self-progression, you commit to things about yourself, or commit to things that you know will benefit you in the long run, but it doesn't feel like it today. When I do fitness, at that moment I'm doing intense cardio or intense yoga poses. At that moment it feels very uncomfortable, but it's the commitment to knowing that the result of everything that I'm doing is amazing, and how I will feel will be amazing, and how I look will be amazing. And it's not even just the looks department, it's also about committing to goals, committing to choosing a better life. Even if it makes other people angry, even if it makes people sad that you're constantly working, you're constantly committed to an idea and a version of who you want to be. Commitment is beautiful, and I used to be afraid of commitment, I think we all are. If we're really honest, there's a level of fear that commitment has, where the narrative of commitment feels like you are caging yourself, you are binding yourself to something. And those who are insecure actually are people who do a lot of binding, who do a lot of caging of other people. They have so much fear when somebody's about to leave that they actually do the worst thing you could do to a human being, and that is to clog them, to cage them, to stay and don't leave, And so when we get out of these toxic relationships with insecure people and insecure lovers, we get this fear of commitment again, of like, I don't want to have that feeling again of what I went through in my past relationship or my past job with this boss, or this feeling of like, I couldn't even go, I couldn't even breathe, I couldn't even walk out, I couldn't even be myself. And that fear we attach to the word commitment. Isn't that funny? And I really, when I keep rewriting narratives and rewriting words and trying to understand it like from its fresh purity, without the connotations and the experiences that we have attached to it as human beings or personally, I actually realize that commitment is a goal. Commitment is loyalty. Commitment is a skill to not even just be emotionally attached to the word, or in love with the word, or in love with the person, but it's more of the word. It's more of a vision of knowing why you're doing something, even when it's uncomfortable. And it has nothing to do with being caged. It has nothing to do with being caged. Can you just believe that? It has nothing to do with that. It's just realizing that, okay, we are just afraid of the experiences we've had in our past with relationships and toxic friendships. I've been in relationships where people have a hard time to allow me to be who I need to be, who I want to be, to dress how I want to be because of their insecure selves. Or they have a hard time to seeing myself, getting more attention than them, and then you realize that, oh, okay, let me detach, oh, let me not be around too much, and we attach all that to commitment, and it's not. But when you're committing to something healthy and somebody confident, it's a whole different story, because that person loves you for who you are. That person understands that you are an individual by yourself. And you don't need to ask them permission to leave. Ask them permission to be who you need to be. Ask them permission for you to expand. Ask them permission for you to follow your dreams and goals and be bigger than life. It's a different ball game. And the word commitment there becomes something more of a team effort where we are working and we're striving to being our best selves together. And it's such a nice challenge when you are with somebody who's confident and you guys can actually say, wow, you committed that goal. Okay, I'm jealous. I admit, but I love it. And it challenges you instead of makes you insecure. Oh no, don't leave, and that narrative. So let's redefine the word commitment. What is commitment to you? When you listen to this word, what is commitment to you? What's the new word, and how are you going to clean out that connotation of the word commitment this time around and realize that commitment is something that can actually be more beneficial than scary? Or, you know what I'm saying? Think about it. What does commitment mean to you? And if you like this content, you like this topic, share it with somebody, because I'm telling you, a lot of people are afraid of commitment, but it's not the word that they're afraid of, it's the past experiences. So let's rewrite that word. Let's rewrite the perception of commitment. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and we'll talk again.